अभी ये टाइप करते हैं। चले ये नैपकिन बाहर रख के आ जा। रख के आ जाना। तू बाहर भी जा रही है। यहाँ मेरी एक बुक थी ना। I don't know. I don't know. उसको युक्ति को बुला ले और ये खा लो भुट्टे।
Good evening, friends. So today our English session is there. Today we are going to discuss the thing in English. 1 minute only. Good evening, everyone. So we can see nowadays there are many people suffering with the corona or COVID-19. And this is a really very big problem. And earlier I was listening that someone got corona, but nowadays there are many students like who is learning TCM. They are suffering, their wife suffering, their father and mother and their family members suffering with the corona. And the most important problem is the tiredness and fatigue and the pain which is happening after means in the post effect. So let's see. So one patient, so let's see what we can do. What we can do for the patient. Now corona, now fever is not coming, but dry cough is coming. Dry coughing is always there. Dry cough always there. So what we can do for the patient suffering with a dry cough? And remember, the dry cough after the corona, it is the dry coughing is very common. Even during the corona, dry coughing is very common. So today I got one call, the young girl suffering with the corona, and the pulse rate is 40 per minute, only 40 per minute. So it is too lesser. So let's discuss the treatment of post-COVID myalgia. The post-COVID myalgia. So look at here. These are the two lungs. The right lung having 3 lobes and the left lung having 2 lobes. So this is the right side lung and this is the left side lung. In the right lung we are having 3 lobes. This is the upper, this is middle, this is lower. And the left lung having 2 lobes. This is the upper and this is the lower. And when we are taking breath, so when we are taking the breath, so we are taking the breath from the mouth or from the nose. Then with the air pipe, this is going down, and finally dividing into parts. One is going in the one lung, another is going in the another lung. Now remember one thing is here. The right lung is more sensitive. The right lung is more sensitive. Always. Because the pipeline going in the lung is broader. So this is the broader pipeline. This is the broader pipeline who is going in the right lung. So any infection can go more easily in the right lung. Even it may go in the left lung. But the right lung is always more prominent for infection. So I told you the lungs is having multiple lobes. And after the attack of COVID-19, the lower lobe of the lung is getting affected. And the lower lobe of lung getting the pneumonia. So this is called lobar pneumonia. Lobar pneumonia means pneumonia in not all the part of the lungs, but in the lowermost part of the lung. That is the lobar pneumonia. Then person is having fever, very high fever, the weakness, fatigue, and the person is taking medicines, and within few days, person becoming normal. Now, fever is not there, but even after becoming the normal, for 15 days or for 30 days or for 45 days, person is suffering with a severe weakness, dry coughing, muscle pain, just lying down on the bed. So this condition is called post-COVID myalgia. The post-COVID myalgia. Post means after the attack of COVID, the body pain and muscle pain. So that is called post-COVID myalgia. So what we can do for dry cough, for tiredness, even for making the oxygen level good, what we can do. And also, the when coronavirus or COVID virus attacking on the body, so first this virus attacking on the lung, in the lower part of the lung, and creating the lower pneumonia. And how can we find out whether this is COVID-19 or not? Whether this is COVID-19 or not. So the best finding is not RT-PCR. RT-PCR many times is giving the false result. There is a test taking the some nasopharyngeal swab. They are putting some stick in your nose, in your throat, and doing the RT-PCR. It may be wrong many times. The real test is chest CT scan. So when we are doing the CT scan, in the lungs, there is a multiple spots in the lungs, white color spot in lungs. These spots are called ground glass opacity. So when someone is suffering with a ground glass opacity, so this is the first confirmation that person is having COVID-19. Second, if in general we want to check, tell the patient inhale deeply, then hold the breath. The person cannot hold the breath if suffering with the COVID-19. As soon as he try to hold the breath, the dry coughing will start or coughing will start. Dry coughing or coughing will start. It's very difficult to hold, even for 10 seconds, even for 5 seconds. So what is happening? First, coronavirus is attacking the lungs. Then what is happening? This is the lung. And the blood vessels is passing from here. We know blood vessels passing from here. In the lungs, we are having multiple branches. And the last unit of lungs is alveoli. So this the alveoli is like that. This is the alveoli, the last unit. And this alveoli is surrounded by the blood capillaries. So when we are inhaling, the oxygen going in the lungs, then finally this oxygen going to the alveoli. This oxygen going to the alveoli. Then this oxygen going in the blood vessels. Then blood is receiving the oxygen. And after receiving this oxygen, then this blood is pumped in the body by the heart. But what is happening in the case of coronavirus? The coronavirus also dilating the blood vessels and entering inside the blood vessels. And after entering inside the blood vessels, so the COVID-19 virus entering inside the blood vessels and start making clog and doing the making the blockage, creating the blockage, doing the blood clot. So that's why if you see the prescription of COVID-19, you will see one aspirin tablet there. Why the doctor giving aspirin? Doctor giving aspirin so that they can do the thinning of the blood and blood can flow without any hindrance, because already blockage is there created by the coronavirus. Already we are having very poor space created by the coronavirus. Now, how blood can flow in this smaller and narrow space? So the doctor are giving the aspirin. As per the acupuncture, the blood vessels means, what is the meaning of blood vessels? As per the acupuncture, this is the heart. Heart is doing the pumping action. And this is the blood vessels. Who is supplying the blood? Who is supplying the blood? So the heart and blood vessels. Heart and blood vessels. They are working together and they are helping each other. So the heart and blood vessels can be considered as a couple. And we already know heart and small intestine are the couple. So the blood vessels can be considered as a small intestine. So when we want to treat the blood vessels, just treat the small intestine. So the small intestine need the treatment. We will discuss the treatment. Afterward, first we have to discuss the post-COVID myalgia. Okay. So we will treat the small intestine for the purpose of blood vessels. And you know, even in the China, in the acupuncture protocol of the coronavirus, they are putting regularly lung 9 points. Why they are putting the lung 9 point? Because lung 9 is the, tell me, why we are putting the lung 9 point for the blood vessels? Who will tell? Tell me. What is the connection between lung 9 and blood vessels? Why we are giving importance to the lung 9 point for the blood vessels? Yes, right. Because lung 9 is the influential point of blood vessels. Lung 9 is the influential point of blood vessels. So if anyone is suffering with the coronavirus or attack of the COVID-19, so whenever someone is getting the attack, when someone got the attack of any, so this attack ultimately is here. So we have to do the sedation of pericardium 6, because pericardium 6 is the distal point of chest cavity. We have to do the sedation of CV17, because CV17 is the influential point of pericardium. Influential point of breathing and pericardium. So we have given the treatment pericardium 6 and CV17. And remember one thing, the pericardium is directly connected with the blood vessels, because pericardium is the covering of heart and pericardium is doing the control, direct control on the heart. So the sedation of pericardium 7, sedation of CV17, then in the coronavirus, the lung become excessive, plus, plus, plus. If lung are normal, so lung will send the energy downward. Lung will send chi downward. If lung are normal, then lung will send the chi downward. It means this is the lung. The lung are sending the chi downward. It means lung are normal. But in the coronavirus, lung not sending the chi downward. So the question comes, why lung not sending the chi downward? So the answer is this. Suppose this is the balloon, and this is the air-filled. So air-filled balloon is going in the upward direction, going in upward direction. So if there is a plus, plus, plus air in the balloon, it is going in the upward direction. In the same way, when lungs is having plus, plus, plus chi, too much chi, excessive chi, excessive chi. So the energy want to move in the upward direction, which is wrong. So in the corona, lung become excessive, sending chi, not sending chi downward. Why? Because energy chi is plus, plus, plus in the lung. So what is the treatment? Expel the excessive chi from lungs and send the chi downward. So in our body there are 3 points, lung 1, lung 5 and lung 7. They are sending the chi downward. The lung 1, lung 5, lung 7, they are sending the chi downward. Sending chi downward from lungs. So we'll take the lung 1. Lung 1 is the alarm point of lung. Lung 5 is the cooling point or water point of the lung. So it is cooling down the lung. Lung 7 is the Leo connecting point of the lung. So the combination of lung 1, lung 5, lung 7 is wonderful. So in this way, first we have seen pericardium 6 and CV17. Then we have 6 lung 1, lung 5, lung 7. Then we have seen lung 9, which is the influential point of blood vessels. So it will work for the blood vessels and clots inside the blood vessels. Even pericardium 6 and CV17 will work for the clot of the blood vessels. We can add CV14 and CV15, a special point for the heart and blood vessels. So do the sedation of all the point and do the even method of this point. This is the wonderful protocol for the COVID. Very good protocol for the COVID. Now, so pericardium 6, CV17, lung 1, lung 5, lung 7, lung 9, plus CV14, CV15, sedation and even. Now, if someone is suffering with the acute fever, like 102, 103, 101 degree Fahrenheit, then you can do that. Here we are having urinary bladder 13, urinary bladder 14, and urinary bladder 15. The urinary bladder 13 is for lungs, 14 is for pericardium, 15 is for heart. So we have to sedate this point. So we can do the gua sha, or we can do the blood letting, or we can do the simple cupping here. This is a very good point to drain the heat from the lungs, and it will reduce the fever very fast. If it is not possible, then we can do the just sedation by magnet on urinary bladder 13. Because if we don't know how to blood late, we can put just one point, that is urinary bladder 13 sedation. The urinary bladder 13 is the Baksu point of lung. So this is the protocol when someone is having the attack of COVID-19. Now, what we can do if oxygen level is going down? How can we improve the oxygen level? So for improving the oxygen level, the excellent point is lung 1. The lung 1 is the really excellent point to improve the oxygen level. Even in the Marma Shastra, we are doing tapping here. We are tapping here to improve the chi in the lungs, to improve the oxygen level. The second point to improve the oxygen level is, that's why wrestlers are doing tapping in the master tongue acupuncture. We are telling them 3 ancestor. In the master tongue acupuncture, we are telling them 3 ancestor. Now, maybe many of you don't know master tongue. So I will tell you the location of points. Let's see here. To improve the oxygen level, the lung 1 will be the first point, and the second point will be 3 ancestor. And they will improve the oxygen level within 15 minutes, or lesser than the 15 minutes. So we can see here lung 3 and lung 4. Lung 4 is also called oxygen point. The other name of lung 4 is oxygen point. But right now, I want to tell you the 3 ancestor point. But I am not telling you 3 ancestor. I am telling you so that you can understand, because maybe some of you don't know the 3 ancestor. But 3 ancestor are the points. They will improve the yang energy, because if pulse is going down, if the person is collapsing, then we can improve the energy with the help of 3 ancestor. So look at this image. This is the elbow. Here we are having lung 5. And this is the biceps muscle. This is the biceps muscle. So I am drawing one line on the border of biceps muscle. This is the lung meridian. Right now, I am not telling where lung meridian is starting, where going, because we have to put the point in the sujok. In the sujok, it's very simple to search. So from the lung 5, if we go 3 chun up, 3 chun up, and 3 chun up, 3 chun, 3 chun, and 3 chun, and mark the 3 points. These 3 points are called 3 ancestor, and they are the wonderful point for improving the oxygen level, improving the enthusiasm, improving the yang energy, improving the heart yang. Even you tap, they all are in the lung meridian. The 1 point, 3 chun up from the elbow, then next point 3 chun up, the next point 3 chun up, all the points are in the lung meridian. These are the 3 ancestor. The indication, improving the chi, energy, improving the yang, enthusiasm. So the 1 point was lung 1, and the second point was 3 ancestor. Even these 2 points are enough. But we have also few more points to improve the oxygen level. I will tell you third point to improve the oxygen level. If you are not comfortable, then these 2 points are enough. But if you know, then also you should know the third number point. So let's see the third number point. The third number point found in the stomach meridian. So the question comes, what is the relationship with the stomach and lungs? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what is the relationship with the lungs and stomach? Tell me. Who will tell? Okay. Now look at this diagram. Now you tell me, what is the relationship between lungs and stomach? This is the stomach meridian. This is the stomach meridian. Whether stomach meridian having some relationship with the lungs or not? So what is? Simple. It is passing through the lungs. The stomach meridian passing through the lungs. So the stomach meridian is like a river who is supplying the multiple part of the body, including lungs. So if someone is having excessive heat in the stomach, he will also suffer with a dry cough. So always remember, there are 2 causes for the dry cough. The number 1 cause is stomach heat, and number 2 cause is lung itself, the dryness in the lung. So now, if someone is suffering with the lung problem, or the poor oxygen level of the lung, or the dry cough, or any problem which is in the lung, definitely we can treat with the help of stomach meridian. Look at this. These all are stomach point. The nipple is stomach 17. These all are stomach point, stomach meridian crossing the lung. Then stomach meridian passing from the stomach and abdomen. Then stomach meridian reaching to the knee. So we can see this meridian reaching to the knee. And So now, my focus is this part, this part. So again, remember the formula of the stomach treating the lung. So from here till the half part, if we do the random needling in the stomach meridian, random needling on the stomach meridian, this is the excellent for improving the condition of lung as well as oxygen level. Those who practice masterdom, they know these are the leg rapid horses. So the person putting these points becoming like the lung become like a horse. The horse is running, 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 but never tired. So it's so the great energy of the lung. So these points are called leg rapid horses. But remember one thing, if you put the point randomly on the stomach meridian in the leg, these points will improve the oxygen level. So only I want to tell this much point for the oxygen level. If you're not comfortable for these points, you can also do the acupressure. You can just manually do the acupressure here. Many of our students has told me that every day they are doing the acupressure here and they are feeling very good in the lungs. So these points are very excellent for the lung, for the dry cough, for the chronic problem of the lungs. So the any problem which is connected with lungs. And these points are just available in the stomach meridian. The question comes, why these points good for lungs? So the answer is simple. Look at the answer. Because acupuncture system or acupressure system work on the imagination. So we are doing the imagination of full body here. So this become the head region. This become the neck and chest. The knee become navel region. And this lower part become abdomen. And the feet part become genital part. So we are doing the imagination of whole body in just one leg. That is called leg microsystem. So just by using these points, we can treat the chest condition, lung condition very well. And these are the very excellent points for the lungs. So that's why we can treat the lungs by using this imagination or microsystem. In the same way, when we are coming in the arm, so look at the arm. Arm also representing a full body. So this is the navel region. So this is the head region, neck, then chest cavity. Then after this is the abdominal part. And this is the genitals. So we can treat the chest cavity by using points in the upper arm. This is the concept number one. The concept number two. The concept number two, the points on the same level, like these points, are at the level of chest cavity. So the point of the same level always treat the problem happening on the same level. So if you put the point here, because these points are on the same level of the chest, so they are treating lungs. In this way, the three ancestors in the upper part and the leg rapid horses in the lower part, treating the lungs very well. Now, suppose someone has got the first symptom of coronavirus. So, immediately you can put 2 points. If someone is suffering with the first symptoms of the coronavirus, then this is the, in the Sujok correspondence, this is the lung area. Okay, so we have to put some point here. So I will tell you the point here. Look at this image. So this is the thumb. I am making one imaginary line like that. In this line, put 2-3 points at equal distance. At equal distance. So these 2 points are more effective. Immediately you will see the relief in the cough and cold. Just put chana seed, gram seed. Just putting the gram seed here with the paper tap, and you will see the immediate results in the cough and cold. And if you want to bring the faster result, more faster, then take out the some drop of blood from anywhere from this area. But don't worry, if you don't want to do the bloodletting, just put the chana seeds here where I told you. In the master team acupuncture, these are called 22.01, 22.02. Very good point for cough and cold. Now, the first point here is good for lung, and the second point is good for lung as well as heart, so as well as blockage inside the capillaries and blood vessels. So the both the point together are really very wonderful for both the problems. So finally, how many points we have discussed? So number 1, 2 points in the palm, or 22.01, 22.02. Second, 1 minute. So we discussed 2 points in the palm, 22.01, 22.02. Second, we have discussed lung 1, alarm point of lung, very effective point. Number 3, if we can go for this protocol, lung 1, lung 5, lung 7, lung 9, CV17, pericardium 6. So this is the very good protocol, said it all point. During attack of COVID. And even we can add bloodlet on urinary bladder 13 to 15, or sedation on the urinary bladder 13. In the fever condition, if someone is having fever, so sedate governing vessel 14, So this is the protocol during someone is having COVID. Now, to improve the oxygen level, lung 1, 3 anesthesia in arm and leg rapid horses in leg. The arm point is in the lung meridian and the leg point is stomach meridian. Now, fourth thing, make one potly of ajwain, camphor and lavang and keep with you. This is the very good to improve the oxygen level. To improve the oxygen level. This potly has been given since longer time in the Ladakh because when we go in the height, the oxygen level is decreasing. So this is a very common practice they give you to improve the oxygen level. Ajwain, camphor and lavang. If someone is having throat infection, so with the above protocol, we can add lung 11 point sedation with the above protocol. Yes, camphor, which we are using for the puja. Now remember one thing, COVID-19 is affecting the lungs. For many patients, it is also affecting the intestine. And person may suffer with the diarrhea. So we have to find out diarrhea, whether this is the foul smell diarrhea or a normal diarrhea. If foul smell, then heat is plus because foul smell is coming because of the heat. So the simple treatment of the diarrhea is do the moxibustion around navel. This is a very simple treatment for diarrhea. There are many points also, but this is a very simple treatment for the diarrhea, doing the moxibustion. I will take you this thing, the diarrhea separately, but doing the moxibustion around the navel is very good. Okay, so our dry cough is still left. Our dry cough is still left because we were thinking to discuss the dry cough, but we have not reached to the dry cough because see, what is diarrhea? You have to understand the concept of diarrhea first. What is diarrhea? So when we are eating something, when you are eating something, it is going in the stomach. Now, in the stomach, there are two actions. one action is the action of spleen and one action is the action of stomach. They both are having opposite action. What is opposite action? The meaning of opposite action, the stomach is sending the food downward and spleen is sending the food upward. And this opposite action is required. Because of this opposite action, food can be divided in two parts. One is the fine part, very fine part, who absorbed with the help of spleen and going in the upward direction. And second is remaining part of the food, pushed down because stomach is sending the food downward. So the spleen is sending the food upward and stomach is sending the food downward. And what spleen is sending? It is very liquidy, very, very fine and refined particles sending upward. And stomach is sending whatever left, stomach sending downward. So now stomach is okay, but spleen is poor. Suppose spleen is not working properly, not sending food upward. Not sending liquid upward, and stomach is okay. Then what will happen? So the stomach is sending downward and spleen is not sending upward. So the liquid of spleen also come downward, and the person will suffer with the diarrhea. So what is diarrhea? Diarrhea may be because of many things, and one thing, weakness of the spleen. So doing the moxibustion around the navel is improving the spleen very fast. So when you do the moxibustion here around the navel, it is improving the spleen immediately, very fast. So when we do moxibustion here, it is improving the spleen very fast. So it is a very good treatment for the diarrhea. Just do the 5-minute treatment. Okay, so now we will discuss dry cough day after tomorrow because time is over now. I have another class. Okay, so spleen need to improve. We will continue this session on the Thursday. Okay. So enough for today. We will continue this session. Also, we will discuss the topic post-COVID myalgia and dry cough and the fatigue. How to treat this? Okay. So enough for today. Thank you so much. See you on tomorrow. Will be Hindi. So day after tomorrow we will repeat. Day after tomorrow we will continue this session, but Hindi will be maybe some different session. Thank you so much.